Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and beautiful young girl named Cinderella. Her life had once been filled with happiness, but after the loss of her parents, everything changed. Cinderella now lived with her cruel stepmother and two jealous stepsisters who treated her more like a servant than family. Her days were spent sweeping floors, scrubbing dishes, and tending to endless chores. Despite this, Cinderella remained gentle and kind, her heart filled with hope that someday her life would change. She often found solace in her small animal friends, mice, birds, and even a cheerful little dog. One day, Cinderella whispered to her animal companions, "Things will get better. I just have to believe." And with that, she returned to her chores, dreaming of a brighter tomorrow. One morning, an exciting announcement echoed through the kingdom. The king had decreed that a grand ball would be held for the prince to find his bride. Every eligible maiden in the land was invited to attend. Cinderella's stepsisters squealed with delight. "This is our chance to marry the prince," they cried, rushing to prepare for the ball. Cinderella, too, felt a spark of excitement. "Oh, I wish I could go to the ball," she said quietly. But her stepmother's sharp voice interrupted her daydream. "You?" her stepmother sneered. "A girl covered in soot. You'll stay home and finish your chores." Cinderella's heart sank as her stepsisters laughed and began demanding her help to prepare their dresses. She hid her sadness as best as she could, still clinging to a small glimmer of hope in her heart. That evening, Cinderella sat by the fireplace, her chores finally finished, but her heart heavy with sadness. The glow of the fire flickered across her face as tears streamed down her cheeks. She whispered softly, I wish I could go to the ball." As her words faded into the quiet room, a soft, golden light began to fill the space. Cinderella looked up in surprise as the light grew brighter and warmer. Suddenly, an elegant figure appeared before her, holding a sparkling wand. "Don't cry, dear child," said the woman with a gentle smile. "I am your fairy godmother, and I'm here to help you." Cinderella's eyes widened in amazement. You're real?" she asked, her voice trembling with wonder. The fairy godmother nodded, her smile kind and reassuring. "Every kind heart deserves a little magic. Let's get you ready for the ball," she said, waving her wand. The room shimmered with anticipation as the magic began to unfold. With a flick of her wand, the fairy godmother turned a simple pumpkin into a dazzling golden carriage. Cinderella gasped as her animal friends transformed into coachmen and horses, their tiny forms now regal and grand. "But what about me?" Cinderella asked, glancing down at her tattered dress. The fairy godmother smiled warmly and waved her wand again. Sparkling magic swirled around Cinderella, lifting her off the ground for a moment. When the light faded, she was dressed in a stunning blue gown that shimmered like the stars. On her feet were glass slippers that sparkled with every movement. Cinderella twirled in disbelief. "It's so beautiful. Thank you." The fairy godmother's expression grew serious as she said, "But remember, my magic will only last until the stroke of midnight. Be sure to return home before then." Cinderella nodded eagerly and stepped into the golden carriage, her heart brimming with excitement. As the coach rolled away into the night, she looked back and whispered, "Thank you, fairy godmother, for making my dreams come true." The grand palace was lit with thousands of lights as Cinderella's golden carriage arrived. She stepped into the ballroom, her beauty and grace capturing everyone's attention. The prince himself couldn't take his eyes off her. "Who is she?" the guests murmured as the prince approached Cinderella. Taking her hand, he said, "Would you honor me with this dance?" Cinderella nodded shyly, and the two glided across the floor. Time seemed to stand still as they talked and laughed, lost in each other's company. For the first time in her life, Cinderella felt truly happy. But as the clock began to chime midnight, Cinderella gasped. "Oh no, I must go," she exclaimed, pulling away from the prince. "Wait!" the prince called, but Cinderella was already rushing out of the palace. In her haste, one of her glass slippers slipped off, but she didn't stop to retrieve it. She climbed into the carriage just as the magic began to fade, leaving the prince with only the glass slipper as a clue to her identity. The next day, the prince was determined to find the mysterious girl who had stolen his heart. He ordered his servants to take the glass slipper and visit every home in the kingdom. "Whoever's foot fits this slipper will be my bride," he declared. The news spread quickly, and women across the kingdom rushed to try on the slipper, but none could make it fit. When the servants arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters eagerly shoved their feet into the slipper, but it was no use. "Is there anyone else in the house?" the servant asked. "No," the stepmother lied, but just then Cinderella appeared. "May I try it on?" she asked softly. The stepsisters laughed, but the servant nodded. As Cinderella slipped her foot into the glass slipper, it fit perfectly. The room fell silent as everyone stared in astonishment. The prince, who had accompanied his servants, stepped forward. "It's you," he said with a smile. "Will you be my bride?" Tears of joy filled Cinderella's eyes as she replied, "Yes, Your Highness." Cinderella's life changed forever. She and the prince were married in a grand celebration, and the entire kingdom rejoiced. Cinderella's kindness and grace made her a beloved princess. She never forgot the struggles of her past and treated everyone with compassion, ensuring no one would ever feel the way she once had. As for her stepmother and stepsisters, they were left to reflect on their actions, while Cinderella lived happily ever after. And so, the tale of Cinderella reminds us that kindness, courage, and a little magic can lead to the happiest of endings.
In the quiet of the night, dreams take wings and find their light. Through the trials, through the tears, hope will conquer all your fears. Believe in dreams, they'll guide your way through the night and into day. Kindness shines, it lights the heart, a brighter world's where dreams will start. Believe. A slipper shine, a gown sweet glow. Magic comes where love will grow. The stars above will lead you through. The dream you hold will soon come true. Believe in dreams, they'll guide your way through the night and into day. magic comes where love will grow. The stars above will lead you through. The dream you hold will soon come true. Believe in dreams, they'll guide your way through the night and into day. Kindness shines and lights the heart. A brighter world's where dreams will start. Believe. Close your eyes, the day is done. Dream of love and stars above. For every heart, the story's true. The magic lives inside of you.